Hey, hey, hey. This is David. And away we go. All right, so let's see what we're looking at. The futures. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, man, I hate when that... Oh, what's going on here? There we go, filtered out. All right, we got hot housing starts that came in, and really, nothing really went on. Nothing. Markets did a little grind up. I mean, we're gonna open up down, but I have really a bullish bias based on yesterday's close. It was very strong. We broke that hammer, closed out at my target. It was a good day. A good day. I mean, the best move came at the close going into today. So, oh, man. When you're as old as dirt, oh, you wake up injured. I don't get it. Nice big bed, soft. I wake up injured. So, yeah, I'm letting it all go, baby. I'm letting it all go until the Fed. Tomorrow's the Fed. I'm laying back. I took a couple of directionals this week. I mean, we've been profitable, but nothing substantial. I think we netted like 200 a contract yesterday or something. And you know what? The moves are there, but there's one or two good moves, and I'm apprehensive because the markets are so choppy. So my game's not on. I was also half asleep yesterday. So under the reason I bring all this up, under those circumstances when you're not comfortable, it's better to just lay back. There are better days out there. You trade on those days. Your capital is precious. You don't want to compromise that. So you trade when you feel the probabilities are all in your favor. We're down around 27 right now on the S&P, down around 86 on the composite, down around 200 on the Dow. Don't be surprised if we get a turnaround today. Ugh. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. What's up, Ant? Was I late? I don't think I was late, man. Maybe a couple of minutes. Antonio. Thanks for joining me today. It's always a pleasure to see you. Or at least see your chat. All right. We are formatted. Oh, how do I charge this bitch? Oh. That's not happening. Alright, that's a good sign. Now I just got to remember how I used to do it. Back in the day. So, what's going on, man? What's going on? What are we looking at? We got the news up there. You guys don't want to look at the news. All we have is housing starts. Oh, S&P's pushing down again. And I was feeling rather bullish this morning. So you got these two hammers, the tails that push into the close. And you get that hammer that triggered. Yeah, we're just bouncing around into the close. I still think we got a bullish day today. If we don't make a lower low, we're in an uptrend, right? Oh, no. That was an engulfing bar. Add a coffee. It's a hard knock life. Oh. So I'm just desperately trying to find shit. Oh, bother. Late by 3 minutes. It took a long time for that answer to come up. We got 10 minutes to go before the market opens. There we go. That bitch is charging. Markets are pushing down. S&P mainly. Oh, you fucker. Six minutes. 6 minutes. Slow motion rider. 2 minutes. Let's get set. We'll drop down to that 30, see if we can get some moves. In 1 minute. All right, everything's set. And there we go, we opened up. Poof. And what do we got? Got some topping tails. We got bonds pushing down. And we're an inside bar again today. $9.02. Wow, that's quite a drop. Hey, good morning, Tommy. We are fair value on the 30s. I'm going to take this flag right here. Come on, give me some more down, man. So that composite isn't quite breaking the lows. Everything else is pushing down. That RTY is ripping down. Very whippy, very, very whippy. Composite's just not giving it up. Apple, everybody's pushing up. I'm going to have to squeeze to a break even on everything. I'm one off right now for $100. Everything's at a break even. My next target's going to be 53. Yeah, she's not going to give it to me. I'm out at a break even. So I got 100. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be choppy, man. I'm taking this right here. putting my stop down here. It doesn't look like the composite wants to give it up. I'm one off right now for $100 on this bearish move. I'm moving to a break even. Oh, they gave me that one. It's not getting legs. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to stay in this one. Nope, I'm out. Pfft. Yeah, this is because it's an inside bar. It's going to be choppy like this. Very aggressive. The S&P. Took that break of the low. You can enter on this flag if you're so inclined. Trying to figure out which way this bad boy is going to go. Oh, not out yet. I'm only risking 100 on this trade. Nope, that's it. I'm out on this one. Lost 100 on that. This market's going positive. I'm convinced. I'm hoping for head and shoulders on this. Give me a good entry. I'm going to try this flag on the 1 minute, this bear flag. Let me reduce this because I can't see my other charts. Nah, she's looking bottomy. I think I'm going to wait. That's a divergence right there on the 1 minute. This inside bar trading sucks. I should really just wait for took that flag. Come on, push down a little more, a little more, a little more, a little more. I got my stop right at 66.07 right now. Oh, there you go. All right, I'm one off. Went off for $100 again. Come on, give it to me. It's getting overvalued, man. I got my stop at a break even. I'm one off for 100. Can't even get a deuce out of them. I'm looking for about 54 for my second off on this, and then I'm looking for 45. Now we got some flags building. Got a 1 minute bear flag if you're looking for an entry. About to trigger. Come on. No, it's not going to do it. Dow's pushing down. Russell's pushing down. We need that composite to pop. Squeezing my stop to 60. Taking one off right here. That one got me 500. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. All right, I'm at a break even on my stop. I moved it up from 60. I'm at a break even right now, and I'm trying to get out around 54. 45 rather. This is getting pretty parabolic. Give her a little room. Everything's still looking negative. I bet we get a mid-session reversal today if we keep moving in this direction. In this direction. Come on. We want that 45. don't see anything giving me an indication that it's going to roll. That 1 minute is flattening out. That 2 minutes very bullish, bearish. Got another flag coming in. See if we can get it. Oh, composite looks like it's going to break to the low. Come on, push down, push down, push down. Looks like Apple is holding it up, but it looks rather toppy. There you go. Come on, break, break, break. Ah, there goes the composite. Take her down. Take her down, take her down, take her down. What are we looking like? Oversold. 15 minutes. I think I'm going to take this right here. That's 750 right there. That was my last piece. It seems like it's running out of steam. Nothing's dropping aggressively. Haven't even had a flag on the 5 minute yet. So I'm expecting a little bounce or a retrace. A little bounce. Still thinking we're going to close that gap today. So we had 750 plus 500 plus 100. All right. So if you just did 3 contracts, that would have been $1,300. $1,350, right? So about $350 a contract we averaged. Not a bad way to start the morning. What time is it? Not a bad way to get paid in 15 minutes. And I recorded it. Hot dog. I'd say today was the best day of the week. Actually, if we do the math, you would have lost 100 a contract on the third try. So we jumped into 4 trades. We got 100 a contract, 100 a contract on 1 and 1. And then we lost 100 a contract on 2, so you'd be down 100. So you probably would have netted $1,250 for the day. It's a good net. $1,250 on 3 contracts. Plus or minus a couple of bucks, depending on how you got hit. Here's the retrace. Not a retrace, but a little rebound. There wasn't a flag on that. And, I mean, you could sit in trades and wait for them to hit targets and stuff, but that's not really scalping. Scalping is take your money and run. Really, scalping's just trying to capture $50 a clip. Risk 25, capture 50. Go in and out, in and out, in and out. I guess you'd have to say I'm moderately scalping. Oh yeah, we're going back to the highs. I didn't take that reversal. There was really nothing telling me to take that reversal. Maybe on a 30-second chart I might have seen a little something, but I'm not looking at that. But I'll take that that break of the gap, that break of today's high to close that gap. Still an inside trade, man. It's going to be a hard trade to close the gap. You know, when I say inside trade, I mean an inside bar. If you look at the daily bank, there it is. There it is. So, you know, we're inside. So we're fighting through all the support and resistance in this bar from yesterday. And that just makes it a hard trading day. You know, you break the high, you break the low, and then you get some smooth moving. But we can't complain. We did all right. But nothing rocketed, you know. It wasn't like we jumped in and we just fell apart. I mean, those are the trades you're looking for. And it took us 4 stabs at it to get a decent trade. And even just took heat and a loss on one, which is indicative of when you're doing inside trading. Insider. An inside bar when you're trading an inside bar. Could be putting in a trend reversal pattern here. Definitely too early for mid-session reversal. It's a strong 30-minute down bar if it doesn't turn around. Breaking the low. Made a new low, bounced right back up. Going at it again. S&P is a little heavier than the composite. Dow looks pretty negative. Russell looks pretty negative. I think the composite's going to make this a hard day to trade. Unless it gets on board and breaks that low, then this baby is going to drop. S&P, that is. There it goes. It's looks like it's rolling over the composite. Getting a reversion on the daily. Well, it's too soon to say. Day's not over. Let's get rid of that. $5 minutes still very bearish. I'm going to chill out, see if we get that mid-session reversal. Anybody take those trades with me this morning? Make a little money? And this way I can feel good about what we're doing here. Man, that Hurricane Fiona is still a hurricane. Beat up on Puerto Rico, beat up on the DR. Now it looks like it's heading through the Bahamas. Huh. Well, I wouldn't have been cruising out. But looks like a problem. Although it looks like it's supposed to turn. Stay off coast. It looks like it's going to hit a couple of islands, though. Wow. It kicked up, too, man. It's 110 miles an hour. Sustained. Somebody's going to get scrubbed. Hey, what's up, buddy? Yeah, we're doing well. We had a couple of good trades. If you did 3 contracts on the trade this morning, you'd be up about $13.50. Not bad for the first 45 minutes of the workday. Now we're just kind of watching this grind around. I think we're getting a trend reversal. A conservative entry would be a break right here at the 38.60. An aggressive would have been the previous bar's high. So the aggressive, you'd be in this thing already at 51. I didn't take that reversal. I'm going to wait for something on the 5-minute. It's a little early for a mid-session reversal also. Gornament. All right, so looks like a new name, man. If you're new, welcome to the channel. Subscribe, hit the bell, and hit the like. I appreciate it. Goes a long way for me. Tell a friend. You got any questions? I'm happy to answer them. Nice small channel so we can interact. Wow, 115 mile an hour maximum sustained winds. Damn. That is aggressive. Fiona. There was this crazy chick in my firm named Fiona. She used to love to visit me when I worked late nights. Asian chick. Oh, they think this sucker might hit Bermuda. Fiona. No, you got a major delay on this thing today? Yeah, see. So it's grinding, man. We can call this a head and shoulders. Look for that break. Look, nice momentum's grinding its way up. Still a little early for that midday. Or the mid-session. Retrace. And then with those two retraces on that 1 minute, it's going to be fairly muted. There you go. That's the channel. And we breaking. Uh-oh. Run on stops. It's still a little earlier than I wanted. think Turks and Caicos got scrubbed. I didn't take that break, by the way. Mainly because I wasn't paying attention. Oh, man, look at that. A little early for this retrace. I'm taking it, though. I'm one off for $50. Let's see how it handles this resistance. If I get knocked out, I'm knocked out. But if it breaks this, I'm going to go back in. It's a little bit early. I'd rather see more strength into it. I think it's going to pop it and then retrace on it. Yeah, I'm starting not to feel it right now. There it is. Oh, can't do it, can't do it. Oh, there we go. And one off. And I'm out. Fucker. Let's see what that 5 minute looks like. Yeah. Oh, hey, Spidey Cool. What's up, buddy? Monthly gold. Well, you know what? I don't have a continuous on my futures, so I really don't go back that far on it. But if you look at my video this morning, I went over it, and I'm just watching that daily flag. So I'm bearish on it, if it does anything for you. Like, please. Yeah, tell them, Spidey Cool. Everybody like. Mm-mm-mm. I think we're going to come back to that trend line. Just too choppy, man. Too much chance of losing money. Yeah, I think that was a good move, Ant. I mean, I speak against it didn't feel right, but yeah, today's a choppy day, so really the good trade that I was in, I'd have to really chalk it up more to luck. Just got lucky and that one moved. But such a choppy day, everything could have gone against me. I mean, I was fortunate enough to hit a couple of trades, make $100 and get one off at a break even without getting hurt. And one worked out, so yeah, 4 trades, one worked out. Yeah, not a good day. Not when my probabilities are usually up in the 70s. Yo, so I made some duck last night. It was out of this world with a honey balsamic glaze. Good, good, good. I didn't take that break of the low. Dow's making new lows. S&P's making new lows, but Nasdaq's not. Russell's not yet. Well, we're even on the futures on Russell. Let's roll that bitch over, get a better view. Bank. Here we go. Yep, and we're popping right back into the opening range. Sorry about that, folks. Oh, this son of a gun. You know, those bonds are just sinking. I'm hoping TBT pulls back. I want to pick up some more. Yeah, slow grind. Look at that. We're going sideways. It's like I'm trying to find a reason to take a reversal. Good full days. Yeah, everything's just range bound today. Makes for a boring day. Boring, boring, boring. Yeah, there are some boats for sale in Europe now. Elegante. Man, so we're getting into the mid-session reversal. But the momentum is so flat. I don't even see anything I want to take. Yo, I'm talking away and I had the mute on. I don't know how long I had it on. I've been talking for quite some time. I was just saying that I have to go into town, so I might as well treat myself to some pizza. And there's a guy up here who makes pizza, good pizza. I mean, even if we were in Brooklyn, he'd be up there as one of the good pizza shops. It's amazing to find a good pizza guy. I mean, he's also working against the curve because the city water has fluoride in it, and it has an effect on the dough. So it gives bread and dough a real nice crust. And I mean, that's one of the reasons why you can't find good Italian bread outside of the city. But this guy, despite all of that, has overcome those hang-ups. And he just makes some good pizza. And I really avoid that stuff, because it's not good for your body. But I'm kind of hungry, and I think I'll treat myself. There we go. We're breaking out of the channel right now. I'm really not trading. Things are grinding around. It doesn't look like we're getting that trend reversal, or that mid-session reversal. Dow's making new lows. And Russell's making new lows. Oop, Google just dropped. Oh, damn. You know what? Now the composite's accelerating. Now it's going to drag this sucker down. Man, oh man. See, when the market trades like that, it's hard to find the right trades to get into. You got to take every one of those breaks. We might have another 14 points in it. Oh, but look at that. Whipping back. 1, 2, 3. Russell's staying strong, heading down. Good indication that this move will continue. Unless the Russell's lagging it. Wow. I just got your chat from 10:06, and it says you're getting long here with a question mark. We are a wee bit behind, Bubby. Let's see if I could use another venue. Yeah, I had mute on for hey, Wyatt, what's up, buddy? You like Macy's, Nordstrom's, or Kohl's? Yeah, you know what? I really don't look at the retails that much. So, yeah, I've got no feel for any of those. I had my mute on, yeah, for about 10 minutes. Is there something wrong with your side of the chat? You always seem to be missing something. Well, yeah, you know what? It's probably the software I'm using. I'm using the streaming software. So I'm actually going to... I just jumped over to the YouTube stream, so I shouldn't be behind that much. See if this is a last kiss on this. I just don't think we're going to go very far very fast today, you know. We're touching that the opening range right now. So what I am looking at, Wyatt, is I'm looking for T-Mobile, hoping to pick it up around 110 or so. I'm looking at AT&T at about 1575 or so. I'd like to get more TBT, and I'm looking for it at about 2850. Today's a super strong day on it. Yeah, Intel. Yeah, you know, that's interesting. I mean, those guys used to be the king of swing, but now they're just taking a beating. AMD was second rate. I mean, it was a decent chip, but Intel was very cutting edge. Those guys seem to have fallen off. Well, I like T-Mobile, but their multiple is crazy high, crazy, crazy high. And I think that a lot of the story just popped out. I mean, going forward, long term, I think that these guys are positioning themselves to dominate the market, both cell and even internet access. But yeah, I think that it has some downside potential, but I'm of the opinion that it wouldn't just be T-Mobile specific. I think that we're going to have a little hiccup, a pullback in the markets overall. So I think that there's a buying opportunity coming, and those are my targets. So, if you're asking me if there's a problem with T-Mobile, I don't think that there's a problem with T-Mobile. I think that there's just a buying opportunity coming, and T-Mobile is what I'm looking for. Russell's pushing back. Yeah, we're just chopping around, man. I think my money has been made in the market today. I don't think I'm going to be looking for any more trades. What are we looking at? 1045. I mean, this could be the trend reversal. That hammer on the 1 minute would have been the move, but I got distracted. I don't think I had the confidence in it, even if I saw it. I'm talking about this hammer right here after the break. You know, you would have entered on the break of that hammer at 46. So you'd be up 7 points right now, 350 a contract, not bad. You know, maybe working its way into that break. But we're still grinding around the lower channel of the opening range and making lower lows. And if we break this here, then we have the center, the mid-range of the channel to fight through, and then the top of the channel to fight through, and then fight our way all the way up here, just because it's an inside bar on the daily. So this is what you deal with on an inside bar. So the trade really would be a break of the low, which that trend line is getting in the way. So a break of the low would really be the trade, 38.50. I think this was my 1 minute chart, yeah. We got close. Looks like a flag triggering on the 2 minute. There it goes, it triggered. I'm not taking it. .30 looks like it's putting in a hammer. I'm going to watch that. I might take that 30-minute hammer. Although that's around lunchtime. Looks like a rainy day today. Or at least it's cloudy. Grind, grind, grind. What's my view on silver? You know what? I haven't really been clocking silver. So I don't know what my view is. I mean, technically, I have no view on it, but I mean, if we go in, we're obviously going to have a major slowdown in Europe. We're going to have a slowdown in production in China. I think China's going to fall apart actually. So I don't know. I think that everything's going to be a lot cheaper towards the end of 2023. I don't think there's going to be any sort of meltdown, but I think things are going to be a lot cheaper. I mean, I'm even clocking tractors. I want a new tractor. I need a new dump truck on the property. I'm even watching lumber materials because I think after 24, I'm going to develop some properties that I have up here. I think that materials are going to get a lot cheaper. And then by the time I'm done developing, I think things will start picking up again. So, right now, I mean, I'm just clocking everything, expecting things to get cheaper. And what's interesting is, when I mean, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Oh, look at this baby. She's grinding her way up. But it's all a self-fulfilling prophecy. Hold on 1 minute. All right, I'm back. I had an intrusion. An intrusion on the property. And what happened? Challenged the middle and got rejected. Oh man, I'm just gonna sit back and wait. You know, I mean, and then really I'll just look for the strongest move and then take a retrace. Yeah, you know, look for a flag on the strongest move. But I mean, I'm not taking a trade until after the meeting, and then yeah, you know, just like I traded, I trade the non-farm is how I'm going to trade this. Oh, breaking that center channel. You could take that. Looks like the Dow is making, oh, well, it's grinding up. See that? Got distracted. I was watching this 30-minute for a break of that hammer. And then I had the intrusion, and I missed my entry. I mean, I guess I could still take it up to the same place. 62.28. But I'm not going to. Well, it was a grind down for a little while. Now, yeah, I think I went into the day with a bullish bias. And I think this might be the reversal. Breaking the high, probably a good move to close the gap. But, I mean, you can see there's just not a lot of interest in the market today. Just because you get the Fed tomorrow, so nobody wants to trade before that. Got a flag on the 5-minute setting up. That would be a nice grind. Hmm. Just keeps rejecting off that midline. Or, oh, that's the upper. Oh, we broke that upper line. Oh no, that's the midline. All right. Range bound day, baby. There's nothing to trade. There's a grind. Anthony, so I'm bored. Let's talk about something. Dave, do you have an IRA? And if so, why would someone with money that know how to trade want an IRA? Well, okay, so why would you want an IRA? Basically, you don't pay income on your capital gains in the IRA. So you could make money hand over fist using your capital, and then you only pay income when you withdraw from your IRA. So it's an account where at the end of the year, no matter how much money you've made, it won't be taxed, and you'll get to use that capital. So that's the benefit of it. And there's a maximum contribution you can make. So even if you're working and you're making your contributions, but it doesn't exceed the maximum deposit, you can make additional contributions to it. So if you have a trading account on the side and you're making money, you could deposit those funds into your IRA. You could trade those funds and have some protection from the government gouge of your money. So that's the benefit of it. As a trader, well, even you guys, since it's not, since you're not professional traders, you pay a little more aggressively in taxes than a professional trader does. But there are some benefits to being a professional trader. It reduces the taxes, but the IRA, that's the case. And no, you could have an IRA that you could trade any vehicle you want. So yeah, that's not true. I've got a few clients that I manage their IRAs, and they trade options, they trade futures, and you go all over the place. Yeah, absolutely. You could use an IRA to trade options. So you could have an IRA at Schwab, set it up just like an individual account, set it up for futures, options, all sorts of things. Yeah, and you know what? I'm not a professional, so this is my understanding of it, and this is the manner in which I use it. Just go certify for yourself. So I'm not giving you any advice, tax advice, or financial advice, but I am telling you how I utilize that vehicle and what my understanding is of it. You dig? Well, no, you're not going to pay. There's capital gains tax, right, which could be up to 50% in some regions. And at the end of the year, you're going to pay a capital gains tax on your regular trading account. But in the IRA, at the end of the year, there's no tax unless you withdraw the money and then you pay an income tax, which is based on your rate of income. So the advantage is that you get to utilize your capital until you remove it from the IRA. And there's also at a certain age, there's a required withdrawal each year, but I think it's de minimis. Well, it would depend on the state you live in, your capital gains, and it would depend on what your allowed deductions are. So, for the most part, capital gains, when you work on a 1099 or pay capital gains, you usually walk away paying a lot less. I mean, probably average about 15%. If you're not criminal. I mean, there are people out there who are like 2% and things like that. And but I don't believe in cheating on taxes. I believe in a good argument. I mean, understand the tax laws and take advantage of the tax laws. But, I don't believe in cheating. So I think if you had a good accountant and a good understanding of the tax laws, you probably would pay around 15% in capital gains. But your income, depending on your state also, would be more than that, but maybe not much. But again, you're not going to take, if you made $100,000 in your portfolio this year in the IRA, but you only took out $10,000, you're only going to pay taxes on the $10,000. If you made $100,000 in your portfolio, in your regular trading portfolio, you're going to pay taxes on that $100,000. So figure 30%, that's 30 grand goes to the government. You don't get to utilize that next year. In the IRA, you get to utilize that whole $100,000 to make money the following year. So you get a quicker compound on your capital in the IRA. I don't know about 20% on your trading. That sounds a little low. But, could be the case. I'm not an accountant. Do you want to work as a certified financial analyst? Then get certified. I mean, as far as trading, I mean, you could study it, and not have to pay for the schooling. You don't need the certification if you have an understanding of it. But if you're a certified financial analyst, it doesn't have anything to do with technical trading, which is what we're participating here. But I mean, I like the economy. I like business. I like this stuff. So I'm always reading and studying and things like that. I was licensed. I had tons of licenses through the SEC and then the NESD, which is now FINRA. But as far as college certifications, I've never had a need for them. I've always been able to hire them. No, there wouldn't be any benefit for your Series 7. Your Series 7 just lets you work as a stockbroker for a member firm. You want to open up a firm and you want to be a member of FINRA, then you need your 7. And it doesn't teach you anything about trading. I mean, if you're a stockbroker, most brokers don't know anything about the industry, about finance or investing or anything like that. They're salesmen. That's all a stockbroker really is a salesman. And it has nothing to do with trading. There's trading licenses that I think, I don't remember actually what it was. Was it a 32? I don't know. I had it. I mean, you can get a trading license, but you just need that to work for a member firm of FINRA. If you're not going to work for a firm, you don't need any of that licensing. If you're trading on your own, you don't need any certification or licensing. You need your money and you need to know what you're doing. What qualifies you? Okay, so that's a big question. Qualifies you to whom? If you're going to join a member firm, then then licensing would qualify you as a trader with a member firm and the regulators. If you want to qualify as a professional trader, then I think 80% of your income has to come from trading. As far as the IRS is concerned, if you want to qualify and pay taxes as a professional trader, 85% of your income has to come from trading. If you have other sources of income, they take that into consideration, what your primary source of income is. I mean, I've been a trader for, I guess, since the mid-90s, you know. So even though I'm not in a firm, I mean, my whole history is trading. So, I mean, it's easy. I don't even have to have my primary income at this point as a professional trader to be considered a trader. But, yeah, that's the qualification. You don't have to be a professional. I don't think you're catching me, man. It's got nothing to do with IRAs. IRAs have its own classification. You have an IRA account. By its nature, it can grow income tax deferred. The capital and income in the account is tax deferred until you withdraw it. Doesn't matter if you're the head of the SEC, you're the world's best trader, or a retail broker. That's what an IRA is about. They're just tax deferred forms of savings and generating capital gains and income. As long as the money stays in the IRA, it's tax deferred. Once you withdraw it, you have to consider it income. Did I get any special benefit? Yeah, man. I owned a brokerage firm, and I was a member firm, and I made markets in securities, and I could be a dealer in securities, and I had to hold 10% of my equity in trading accounts. So if I had $1 million in an account, I got $10 million worth of buying power. There are lots of benefits, but it only benefits you if you're in industry. Trading like this is not in industry. You're not taking any benefits. You're not a member of the industry when you trade like this. You're just trading. If you want to go get a job for a brokerage firm, then you're going to need a license and a certification. And really, you're licensing with the regulators. NESD or FINRA is the regulator, and SEC demands that you have somebody regulate your business and your transactions. And then you could deal with the public. Like, I can't go out to the public and raise money and trade their money and things like that. It would be a violation. I would have to be an NESD FINRA member to do that, to interact with the public, charge commissions and things like that. Yep, I'm just a regular trader. That's it. I would be classified as a retail trader, I guess. I think there might be some size definitions, or parameters, but I might be a little bit big. Nah, I guess you could consider me that. I mean, but I trade through different entities. It's not like there's, David accounts, They call me a whale. Yeah, it's just because my ass keeps spreading. But trading, it's not the large part of my income in the finance world. You know, I'd say investing is the dominant portion of my income, or I guess my wealth generation. So unless you want to represent people's money in the market, there's really, there's no need to license. And you'd have to join a member firm in order to get sponsored to get your license. So you can't just go somewhere or go take a test and get a Series 7 license. You have to get a job at a brokerage firm, and then they have to sponsor you to go get that license. My thoughts on taxing companies more. I think that they ought to get more efficient with their tax laws as opposed to raising taxes, because people are just finding ways around it. That's all. So I mean, if they go and focus on what they already have in place, there's plenty of money out there. And also, I mean, the country was originally established that it was going to run on property taxes, and landowners were going to support the government. And then, slowly they introduced income tax. I think it was the Spanish-American War. They introduced income tax to pay for the war, and everybody's patriotic and said, okay. And it was like 1 or 2%. And now it's like their primary focus is sucking money out of people's hands. So they also need to get more efficient with the manner in which they use the money. I mean, look at this asshole Pelosi, who spent, millions of dollars going after impeaching Trump when everybody knew that he wasn't going to get impeached. I mean, he had a predominantly Republican Congress, and it wasn't going to happen. But she went and wasted the money anyway. And that's our government. They don't think about that. I mean, any logical person would have said, okay, we're not going to spend the resource on this, because whether it was right or wrong, you don't have to even speak to the merits. It wasn't going to happen. So why? Why? To make a political statement? I mean, but that's the problem. I mean, if you needed to tax companies, I'd say do it. But you just have assholes who are in charge of money. They have no business sense. I mean, so they don't want business people running the country. That was obvious on what they did with Ross Perot and what they did with Trump. And it's on both Democrat and Republican side. I mean, you have a few powerful families who are trying to hang on to their control of this country. And, they'll just crush anybody who tries to break into that circle. Yeah, nobody should be above the law, but some fights you can't win. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, that impeachment trial, if we're both on the same page, I mean, they weren't going to win that fight. I mean, that's the bottom line. So I mean, use your head, don't waste the resource, and move forward. I mean, you don't take a fight, you're going to lose. And it wasn't about justice or anything. It was a political move. If they could besmirch the guy enough, then he'll lose favor, and that's it. They just want to make the guy look bad. And I mean, they're still going after him now because they know he's a strong candidate. So they're taking out the Republicans' best man. You know what I mean? And if Trump goes to the white side and somebody else pops up and they're strong, they're going to jump all over them too. It's not about what's good for the country. It's about what's good for the party. And the Democrats are the worst at it. I mean, yeah, it's always hate publicity. I mean, they did it to Bush Jr. Yeah, which, the guy was a door knocker. But once the guy's your president, you work with what you got. And, I mean, they just had all this hate shit, Well, they both have their shortcomings, but I think that the Democrats are just more cunty, whiny, snaky people. You know what I mean? They're the first to cheat on a test and the first to tell on somebody who did. And that's the kind of people they are. They remind me of, like, I don't know. I can't really say much without being too politically offensive or incorrect. So, but they're just cunty little people. They're just no honor. They're the best at lying. Where I feel Republicans are just archaic and closed-minded. Just even with this immigration shit. I mean, we can't find people to fucking work. And, for the past 5-6 years, all we're hearing from the Republicans are immigrants are stealing our jobs. Whose fucking job are they stealing? There's nobody to work. There's plenty of jobs. You want to fight inflation? Open up the borders. All these people that they're paying for these flights and buses, give them fucking jobs. Fill the jobs that we can't fill right now. And, labor pressure comes down, right? And we create consumers, which is why India and China are growing, because they have a massive amount of consumers they could tap. We need consumers. That's it. Our country's population has to grow in order for us to be competitive. But, Republicans are too ignorant about that. They'd rather it be white than prosperous. Fucking ridiculous. And obviously, these are the fanatics. I mean, for the most part, middle of the road is cool. And if I got to go middle of the road, I'd much rather middle of the road Republican than middle of the road Democrat. Oh, we just chopping around in the market. Middle of the road. So if you look at the 240 on the futures, it looks like a little hammer there. I think the move is going to be bullish in the afternoon. So I would watch that. That's going to roll around 130. So watch that 240 hammer on the futures, and if you see that break, that's your indication of a move up. That would put my bias bullish, and I think we close the gap today into the afternoon. I'm pro-choice, man. If I'm pro-choice, because whether I'm pro-life or not is my business. So, open it up and let everybody choose what it is they want to do with their bodies and their offspring. I don't think anybody should be here fighting some holy bullshit argument. If there's a God and he has an issue with it, he's going to take it up with the individual at the appropriate time. I think it's kind of arrogant for people to make that decision for them, for God. And that's really the only argument, Yeah. I mean, and yet, even the persecution of trans gender and homosexuality. I mean, that shit didn't exist until Christianity. I mean, you go back into ancient cultures that are way older than Christianity, and before Christianity even fucked things up, they were way older than Christianity is to this day. And in some cultures, homosexuals were revered, and in all of the cultures, they were a strong part of their society. And even in one culture, it was considered good luck if a transvestite showed up at your wedding. Yeah, you know. I mean, women were warriors and politicians in older cultures, but in Christianity, they became subservient. And yeah, you know, even property. Yeah, you know, that's what wed is. The term wed was actually the term used for the dowry paid for a woman. So it was like the transfer of property. Here's a couple of cows. Give me your daughter. Yeah, you know, and that's all. Yeah, you know, Christian based. So, so yeah, the whole suppression and governance with that shit, I find ridiculous. You know, I mean, it's cool and it could exist, but yo, that's between you and your church and you and your God. Yeah, you know, I mean, you know, I don't force you to apologize to a tree when you cut it down. You know what I'm saying? I don't force you not to put live Christmas trees in your home because I think that it's a waste of a life. You know, and I mean, I don't think that anybody should be forcing their religious beliefs on anybody else. I found that the communities I was in North Carolina, very, very religious people, right? You wouldn't even know it, man. They didn't give a shit what my religion was or how I practiced it. They hung out with me for the person I was, and they did their thing, and that's it. It was between them and God, and that's how they live. At least, yeah, you know, that's what I've found in that community. You know, yeah, you know, I'm sure they thought I was going to hell, but they didn't care. That, yeah, you know, it was fine. We were having a barbecue, we were having a good time, we were having a laugh. You know, if I'm going to hell, it's my problem. They probably even prayed for me, you know. But, yo, that's how it should be. My father is a Bible thumper. Oh, man. Yeah, I couldn't. I mean, you know what? I mean, I find it's just fear. Yeah, you know, they're just, you know, afraid that they're not right. And they got to force it on everybody. Yeah, you know, like, you know, if everybody's doing it, it must be right. You know, yo, I'm confident in you know, my lifestyle. And yeah, if I'm wrong, I mean, really, I live more godlike than most Christians, you know. So, hey, if I'm wrong and I've got some answering to do, that's fine, you know. I mean, and if a deity doesn't want me to live in paradise because I didn't spend hours a day worshiping them, it's not really my kind of deity, you know. Besides, hell's probably a bar. Oh, I'm getting a bunch of likes. Look at that. I got 5 likes. 5 people, 5 likes. And yeah, religion in politics, I think that should be against the law, which it is. There's supposed to be separation of God and state. And once somebody mentions God or something in politics, I think they ought to be banned. I don't think that they ought to say God bless us or anything like that. Leave it out, man. That's not what you're here for. I don't need spiritual guidance out of my politicians, all right? I need people not to kick in my door while I'm sleeping. And I need a good environment where I could make money. That's your job as a politician. I don't need soul saving or anything like that. I'll worry about that shit, you know? You keep the Russians off my borders. Make sure my food isn't poisoned. I'll worry about the rest. And they don't do any of this shit. Well, there's no Russians on no borders. But, yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, our food is toxic. Our water is toxic. The cost of living is unbearable. But they're going to worry about my soul. Fuck my soul. Save my ass while I'm alive. I'll worry about my soul. See, Auntie got me started. I'm talking like a Democrat. Nah, Democrats will suppress you. You know, if you don't think their way, they're going to crush you too, you know? Like, yo, this thing with weapons, this asinine thing they have with weapons. I mean, what the fuck? Yo, look at this market. I'm yelling the market up. Looks like we're making a move for a gap fill. So, yeah, you know, this stupid philosophy they have about about weapons, that if there were no guns, there'd be no death. They're stabbing people to death in Canada. Yeah, if there's no guns, they're going to find somebody else to kill. People aren't killing because guns exist. People are killing and using guns. Yeah, but you're not going to stop the killing. And you're not going to stop the guns. I mean, there are machine shops in the Adirondacks and in the Poconos that white supremacists use to manufacture, automatic weapons. I've seen them. So, outlaw guns, the rise of the white supremacist. Ridiculousness. And then this political correct bullshit, you can't speak the truth because it's politically incorrect. I don't buy that shit, And I'm not racist, but I know that there are large communities that are trash and violent and angry. And that's the reality of it. It's not that, it's because of the color of people's skin, but the environment they were born in. And the environments are specific, and predominant in some communities. We have shitty communities in our that are white communities. They're shitty communities. It's just not a dominant part of the white population. Hey, I'll just say it. Unfortunately, it's a dominant part of the black population. And all the excuses in the world isn't going to change it. I mean, once there's self-reflection, that's what's going to change it. I mean, obviously there are great communities, great black communities, and those communities don't want to live with the shit that everybody else doesn't want to live with. That's reality. But nobody could say that. You can't say that, right? It's somebody's fault. It's the white man's fault. Fuck out of here. Educate yourself, elevate yourself, and have self-respect, and everybody will respect you. I mean, I've seen it time and time again. But you can't say that shit if you're a Democrat. You have to point the finger at somebody and blame somebody. I didn't even know there was a don't say gay law. But, that's the Republican closed-mindedness. I mean, who gives a fuck? I don't care what anybody does in their own bedroom. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what is it going to deteriorate society? I mean, I've known about gays since I was a very young man, even a kid, a preteen, in the modeling industry. I saw gays all over the place. And, I mean, didn't alter my lust for women one bit, I mean, how ridiculous is that? And then you have two people loving each other. I mean, how much harm could that do to the population? It's the hate that kills, I mean, if you don't like it, don't do it. It's that simple. Yeah, I don't know what don't say gay. I'm not familiar with that. But hey, look, I'm getting tired of ranting, and I'm wrapping it up. So subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like, add your comments, watch my videos, and get the hell out of here. Talk to you